So I always felt that as an engineering researcher and educator, I should be developing products for future markets. And it was very clear to me and to also other people in engineering that biotech that can help you diagnose diseases by detecting what kind of bacteria, what kind of virus that you have in your body will be a major contribution to health science. It will allow you to screen diseases earlier, make diagnosis, and also apply the therapy earlier, and hence get better cure rate. You also will lower the cost of healthcare. So I won the first Source Commercialization Award in 2013, and that's about 2 years after we have licensed a technology to F-Cube. They decided, because of the amount of investment they had at that point, that it was better not to go into the medical market, but rather to get into food safety market. So there was a need for a low-cost device that could tell you whether they are actually bacteria in the food products that are made. So that's the way they pursue it, and they have now a food safety product that's now being validated and then will be commercialized next year, and they hope to go public next year. But in the interim, after I've won the award, there was another company called AgendaX that has licensed a second technology for my lab. And that company, AgendaX, is still doing very well at the incubator at Notre Dame.
So our device helps disease be detected very rapidly. And in pancreatic cancer, that's important because you don't have to wait 6 to 8 months to find out if the treatment is working. You can wait a couple of weeks. That's a huge impact for the disease. It allows it to move forward, find other options, and the lifestyle of the patient really is affected that way. And then afterward, we'll move to other places in the disease, like the diagnostics and the screening and those kinds of things, and into other diseases.
Now, since then, I myself have gotten interested in founding new companies. So I'm in the process of negotiating with Notre Dame for 3 additional IPs. So what we hope to do is not just limiting ourselves to pancreatic cancer, but rather do sort of pan disease. I can screen all cancers that anybody could likely could actually come down with. So I have now 3 or 4 technologies we're developing. We think we're now mature enough that we can pass it to a company to do the downstream development. So I see this just growing exponentially in the future. I see that the research in Notre Dame will continue to improve, and the startups, there will be more and more, and some of them will survive and do very well. And I think in due time, the city will be better for it.
The Commercialization Award ceremony really has more pieces to it than just the winner of the Commercialization Award. I mean, every patent that is issued, they get acknowledged and they're recognized. And it's really a nice ceremony and a dinner. And these are kinds of things, these celebrations are really important in the startup ecosystem. It keeps energy, all those folks that come together, they hear about other technologies and those kinds of things. And so it's really its own flywheel where it's self-replicating and people anticipate and they know where to go for information. And so whether you're an investor or an entrepreneur or those kinds of things, you know where to go. And this is the big shindig every year that celebrates that.